only on esportbf.com.
And we are going live here on Giant Shadow for this best of 3. This is the losers bracket final. Whichever team wins here will be securing their spot in the grand finals, where they're going to be facing off against Fabe and their opportunity for 1,000 euros. So pretty awesome stuff there. I am Brett FX, joined here by Deuce, and we're going to get this thing rolling. Now, Deuce, after ApeX came off of a loss, it's got to suck. Obviously, both of these teams coming off of a loss because, well, at some point, eXz did win, but they are in the losers bracket. How do you think ApeX is feeling right now?
I mean, ApeX is definitely feeling down, but I think right now is not the time to feel demotivated because you still have a chance to go back to the grand final and have your revenge on Fabe. And I think both teams want that revenge and anyway a chance to play in those in that grand final. So I think ApeX has to turn that fire into something positive right now and take advantage that they're a little bit more warmed up than eXz right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, now, am I incorrect in thinking that ApeX and eXz weren't they the first match in the first round?
No. eXz played versus Fabe in the first round, and ApeX, I believe, played versus versus Team Hazard. So no.
Okay, so Fabe. All right, Fabe is the team that is knocking everybody out. So that's interesting. All right, so we do see Synergy able to pick up one inside B house. He's definitely going to be loving that, as that will give them some pretty good control there onto that B flag. Xanax, though, he is well, he's just kind of looking around exactly where he can poke in onto this team. Synergy still doing some work over there, as you do see him starting to line up a few of those kills. Once again, Synergy is one of their better fraggers on this team, so definitely look out for him doing some work on this map. And we'll see if he's going to be able to keep up the fragging ability. Bounce is not going to be on eXz today, so Ezio is going to go ahead and take his spot, although he does end up getting picked up there. And both of the tanks still going to be staying back, as we do see Ezio trying to find aim right now. I like the idea there from aim, as he's trying to get some damage there onto Ezio. It will work, but remember, you are dealing with a medic here, so he's basically just going to be able to heal up from any kind of damage coming in his direction. But they are pushing away any kind of potential flank, so good on him in that regard. Still do see Synergy alive and well inside that B house, managing to lock in that first set, so they got to be happy about that. Does look like Ezio does end up going down. We are going to be seeing a push coming in from hotels. Synergy will be able to pick up one. Xanax is going to be following up as well, getting in those crucial squad beacons. We've talked about them before. Oh, but Xanax gets spotted out. Nice play there. That was going to be Bulldog able to pick him up. But since we do have the medics that revive coming in, allowing them to continue to keep pressure in over onto the side. There's a couple of players still going to be left up and alive. Synergy, I believe, was doing some work over there. Xanax doesn't picking up one. Synergy will be able to take down Bulldog. So overall, really, really good hold so far. And we are going to be seeing Cash Core following it back up. A little bit late to the party, but we'll see if he's going to be able to do any damage whatsoever. Don't think he's going to try and go in for these revives. He's going to try and go in for a couple of these kills. He'll be able to spot out two of them, but there's just too much fire coming his direction. He will fall. And we are going to be seeing still that B site undecided on who is going to be able to take it. So pretty impressive so far that we have seen over here for the Axis side of the map. They've been able to rack up their kills and almost take the game completely without a flag for this set. Something that you always like to see if you're going to be able to do that. Here we go. Xanax will be able to spot out one down below. Goes in for the kill, but a little bit too slippery there. Will not be able to find him. His teammates should be able to find out, at the very least, where he is at. This is indeed very odd positioning here. Ezio setting up inside that B house. Getting a couple of shots coming in from the mortar as well as the AT assault from the other team. So that's going to be AIM helping out with the assist there for Prime. And now he's going to be taking up residence here in this B house. And it's going to be the Existence trying to push their way in from this hotel position. We are tied up 1-1 sets. B flag is definitely going into the favor here of ApeX. Oh, that was a nice nade coming in. Did a lot of damage, 52. If they did decide to push that B house, they would have been able to win that fight, but deciding not to. And we do see AIM going down. Cashcore, where is he going to be at? Setting up on top of Hotel. Does he spot out these players trying to transition back over to that B house? Will be able to do just that. Takes down Izio. So we are going to be seeing stalemate for the time being. Both teams not really finding any reason or place to push just yet. Oh, this is going to be a good fight gearing up right now. Cashcore right on the other side of this wall. There is going to be at least one other player. Spots out one inside B house as well. Cashcore does take a couple of shots going down. AIM does know that he's there as well, so they could actually try and switch this up.
Some first aid, pal.
Oh, AIM is going to be able to spot out one. Can't get the kill, though. Doesn't end up going down, but the revive's potentially going to be coming in. No! It does look like Synergy will be able to catch him out. That is definitely a shame there, as those players probably figured that the medic would try and help out. They knew that there were two guys over there at least. Now it looks like the push is going to be on right now. We do see Xanax getting onto that B site. Synergy is down. Cryfex going to go ahead and push up just a little bit as well. Get some pressure in with that tank.
You got damage. I'll fix you up.
And this is going to be a B neutralized going in once more. So we do need to be seeing at least one kill coming in, at the very least for ApeX, to try and secure this second set. That's going to help them out quite a bit. And there you have it right there. Cashcore will be able to take down Synergy. ApeX is also going to be able to do some work. That's going to be AIM picking up Pinagro with that limpet charge. Still not able to secure on that B site. Ezio does decide to go ahead and back on up. A lot of mortars going to be coming in onto him, his position. Actually, he doesn't know where he's going to go. Literally every spot that he's running into, he's getting mortar down. It is important that he does play his life here. Does not give any kind of tickets away unnecessarily to the other team. Nice pick up there. We'll be able to get the headshot. Looking for a second one as well. He does find it, and his teammate will be able to find a third. So they are looking pretty decent, but the shots from the rooftop will be able to cause a little bit of damage, slowing them down from any kind of push. But they have secured this Bravo site. And it does look like they are going to be able to push up fairly aggressively here. As we do see AIM trying to fend this off. Will he be able to spot out the medic? Yes, he does. It does look like Synergy actually killing himself on a limpet charge, but he did take down Bulldog before he did leave. So good on him. Oh, beautiful headshot coming down. AIM decides, you know what, this is the time and place. We got to go ahead, maybe push on in. Cause a little bit of a disturbance. Don't really like the fact that he popped up. I would have liked to see him stay down. He was in a position of burning onto that flag. He had his teammates coming back in. Didn't really make sense to actually expose yourself and die. But does look like right now ApeX just trying to find a spot to push on in. As Prime is getting hit from waterside. Oh, actually I like that positioning quite a bit there. As we do see two players on waterside getting some really good shots. Taking out that flank completely. So AIM right now is the only man setting up on top of that B site. Will be able to pick up at least one. Cashcore making his way across, but we do see Cryfax, who is out of his tank right now. And this armor needs to go ahead and maybe get a little bit of pressure setting up on top of this point. AIM is kind of stuck into a corner over here. The incendiary is allowing him no room whatsoever. He's going to be able to spot out one, but the medic kit will be able to take him down. It does look like that was a failed push, as it was held off completely. Some nice splash damage going down here for the tank, as he will be able to finish off synergy there. Nobody getting any points here for the flag. It is 2-2 set so far. 5 tickets apiece, as this is once again a fairly even game between these two teams. We've seen some really good matches going down on Giant Shadow. We do have AIM trying to go for a flank, getting a couple of shots there onto Penegro. He's seen players every which way. Finally does end up going down. Synergy should be getting revived here fairly soon, as Ezio is making his way over there. The callouts have happened. You do see Bulldog now making his way here for a flank of his own. Don't know if he's going to be able to spot anybody out. That smoke is awfully thick over there, as we do see ApeX securing their 3rd set in this map. And Bulldog playing extremely patient here. Nobody really wants to give up any tickets for free. You want to make sure that they have full respawns up and in a position to do some damage. Xanax, though, getting a lot of hits coming in. We're also going to be seeing Bulldog doing some pretty good work onto the opponent's mortar support. And they are going to have to go ahead and get back on up. At the same time, though, we do see a push happening in onto that B house, as Cashcore is really the only player set up for a defense next to it. But there's so much destruction around on this B site, there's really no place for these teams to actually go to.
We are losing objective butter.
But even though B site right now is being contested, still we are seeing the advantage going in right now for ApeX. They're winning out in these frags. They're starting to get these kills. Good revives are going to be going in inside the smoke, so they should be concealed for the time being. And Cashcore is going to be able to spot out a couple of these players. They know at least one is next to logs, as Prime did end up going down. Actually, a big bomb over there next to logs, as the flag is now going into the favor here. AIM is in a position to potentially go in for a big flank. Not really sure if he realizes that there's nobody there on the hotels. He has the completely wide open. B not quite getting capped over. But I think they do realize that really they only need 3 kills in order to secure this next set. That's what they're going to be aiming here for. Securing this next set, getting every little bit of an advantage they possibly can going into the second half. There you have it. We do see those incendiaries coming out. Mortars are going to be coming in. We are going to be having a big push gearing up here onto that B house. Nice pick up there. We do see Cashcore and AIM both getting taken down. Cashcore is back up now on the backside of that B house. He ends up getting picked up by the mortar, it looked like, as Penegro just doing so much damage. And now it's going to be up to Cortec and Bulldog. What do they want to do in this situation? Do they want to go ahead and push? Or are we going to be playing passive? Looks like we are going to be playing passive. Nice job there from AIM and Prime, both working together, get some good cross shots on that wall. And now it's all up to Penegro to do something, as we are now 2-4 in favor here of ApeX. ApeX looking so fantastic here on Shadow. It was very close there at the very beginning, but now it is definitely going into their favor. Prime spots out 2 players on the water side. He knows he doesn't want to deal with that just yet. Lets his team know exactly what's going to be going down. Spotting him out onto River. That was a huge spot there, actually, for the wide flank. And not quite able to take down the spawn there. That would have been huge if he had it. But guess what? ApeX. AIM is going to be right on the other side. We'll be able to pick up one. He really wants to get that squad leader. That would be huge. Cortex has to know that there is a guy there on water side. We are going to be seeing AIM now getting up inside B house. And right now, it is definitely looking like Apex all day long. They have locked this side down. They've looked fantastic the entire time. Not just in the kills, but just in the positioning itself. They have been in a very good defensive hold. And we should be seeing this locked out here in the next kill. 5-2 going in the half of the two. In just a few seconds. There you have it. So overall, Deuce, I'd say that Apex looked really, really strong there on that map.
Yeah, no, Apex did a very good showing, and despite, you know, like you said, a little bit better positioning compared to eXz, eXz still managed to get 2 points leading into the next
This is
round.
actually
So
really
it's
interesting.
still important.
Look at the scoreboard. Like, we have 15-11 for Izio, 12-2 there for Xanax, 13-9 there for Synergy. I mean, they were doing really good in terms of frags, actually. Only, well, two
They
of them
actually had more kills, 4 more kills.
Cryfex
eXz had 4 more kills, yeah.
Well, Cryfex never died, so he stayed up the entire time. I mean, you'd expect it to be a little bit closer than what it was, but Apex, I think they just had the kills in the right places. Also, we saw Existence really out of place over on Hotel side. Like, they had some really extended fights over there that led to absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? It kind of gave quite a few of those points and those tickets to the other team. So kind of interesting to see that from a team that may be winning out in terms of frags, but not necessarily winning out because they don't have control of that B flag. And that's really where they wanted to go. They wanted to have those fights on that Bravo site, and they just weren't having them there.
Yeah, and I think what people need to realize in a tournament like this, you know, for people that are maybe kind of new to esports in general, is that, you know, playing for so many hours takes a toll on people, and fatigue comes into play. So here you also get to see not only who the better team is, but the team with more, you know, kind of resistance and mentality.
Well, and you know, I will say this too. Apex is also coming off of yes, they are coming off of a loss, but they are coming off of a game. So they're still kind of
That's what I was saying. They're still warmed up. That's what I said at the start. Exactly.
Yeah,
so they should have a slight advantage here.
All right, so it does look like we do see AIM going in for a waterside push. All 4 players are going to be heading down into B, it looks like, with Synergy going in over here next to Tree. We're going to go on board with AIM and see exactly what he's going to be able to do here next to Logs. He's going to get that first shot, but eXz too fast on the trigger. He's going to go ahead and take his head right on off. And that is looking like a very good start so far. They are overwhelming over here onto B. eXz does need to be careful not to give his life away. Just go ahead and stay up until he get this B flag, and then he can start kind of moving around a little bit. And there's the cap going in right now. So the first couple of points are going to be on the board right here. As we do see, oh my God, eXz. Like, what the hell? He just took out 2 players like it was nothing. And this is the power of that medic kit. It can do a tremendous amount of killing. And that's one of the things that Bounce is really good at doing. He was really good at stringing together those 2 and 3 kills at a time with this particular gun. And we are seeing eXz fill in his shoes fairly decently here.
Fix your wounds.
But we'll see what the attack is going to be here for the other squad. So, like the defense so far, pretty spread out. I would like to see them, once they get these next set of kills, maybe push up one player just a little bit further here, as they do have quite a few sets to have to make up. They don't want to really make too many mistakes here, but they don't want to give up too much ground either. Really good job, I would have to say, from the mortar support coming on in. We'll see if Penegro is going to be able to get some shots in on this tank, as Cortec getting a bit aggressive onto Logs. That is a good position, though, for the tank to actually be in. He has a lot of cover, a lot of angles that he can fire from and get back into that cover. But B-site will be getting completely grayed out. 3-5. We did manage to get at least one set on the board here, but we didn't want to see it swing that fast into the other team's possession. Now back over here, back behind Hotel. Bulldog is still going to be up and alive. He's holding down these angles, waiting for his inevitable push that is going to be happening. He will be able to take down one, but he himself gets picked up as well. So Cashcore is the next line of defense setting up inside B house, as he does go ahead and get the push. Nice revive there onto Bulldog. Wow, that is a very big flank actually that's going to be coming in. That will be eXz here. He might be able to catch Prime out into a bad position, but... Oh, he did. Xanax knew exactly where he was going to be positioned at. Nice pick up there. At the same time, Cortec will be able to take down Pinagro. So they're not going to be making any headway onto the point just yet. But Synergy making his way inside that B house. That is definitely going to be a strong position to be in for him. Now Xanax, the furthest one pushed up for his team. As the squad leader, needs to be a little bit careful. And he is going to be able to spot out Prime here. Not able to connect with the shots just yet. And Prime could actually just switch out here with his teammate, who has a little bit more health here. Kind of tricks Xanax because I don't think he realizes exactly where he's at. Xanax should be able to get the kill. No, he doesn't. Prime will be able to take him down. Now it's going to get the heart onto that B site. He does trade out as well. So they are going to be able to clear out onto that B site, it looks like, but nobody is there for the cap. So B is completely grayed out. We are going to be having the transition coming back in as ApeX, nobody is up and alive in order to make anything happen there onto that Bravo side. 6-3 though. On kills alone, we are going to be seeing ApeX able to get one more of those sets, even though B was grayed out. And Bulldog with a pretty decent shot there onto eXz will be able to take him down. So Deuce, right now, if you're in the position of existence, what do you do? Like, how exactly you're going to be approaching this?
I mean, just, you know, I've said this before, and it sounds basic, but just smoke everything up, you know, and split 3-2. You know, don't let them see where you're coming from, because if they can't see you, they can't call it out effectively, and you're forcing them to kind of push you randomly without them really knowing where you are. So, and then that's the big advantage of a smoke. If you're not doing that, and you're just, you know, especially when a lot of the map is destroyed, like you were saying, they have just a clear line of sight on you.
Well, we are going to be seeing those smokes going down right now, so maybe they're listening to you on a different comm or something, because it seems like the push is going to be successful. They are, for the time being, winning out onto the burn. It is 6-3. And we'll see if they're going to be able to clear out this B house. eXz is getting aggressive here. You can hear him right on the other side. Spots out one transitioning. Going to be going ahead, calling that out to his team. Can he get the kill here? Yes, he does. Takes just very little damage. And that's going to be a really good wipe onto that B site.
I'll deal with those wounds if you like. First sec, get patched up.
6-4 here, guys. As Existence is going to try and get the win here with an 8-6 finish. Or tie it up at a 7-7. They definitely like to take the win here. Bulldog, nice spot out there onto Synergy. That's a start here for the push and a retake. I think right now ApeX is maybe waiting just a little bit too long on this particular push. Their tank did end up going down, so they are going to have all 5 infantry up and alive. All right, there's Cortec. He's going to go ahead and make the first play onto Pinagro. We'll be able to take him down. He makes it out with his life, though. Xanax has spotted him out, so they know there's at least one on logs. We do see Prime potentially going in for that flank. No, decides to go ahead and go in for the mortars. But with Cortec down, that's going to be one less person to try and get this burn onto that B site. Bulldog waiting in for the potential respawn of his teammate before he does make a push. Now remember, Bulldog is going to be a very important position or person on this map. He does allow his team to spawn right in onto the flag. And Cortec, he's just going to go ahead and play aggressively here. He's able to spot out one, takes down eXz. That's going to be a really good line of sight that's going to allow him. But eXz did a lot of damage there to his team, taking down the AIM and Cash Core. And we are getting very close to a 5th set on the board for Existence. It's going to be 4 and 6 at the moment. As We are on board here still with Cortec, as he is just not able to do anything there with the tank. They need to get this burn on the site. He needs to just stay on the flag here, as he's not really doing much of anything at all, getting on and off, on and off. Not going to be able to find the player just yet. Nice pick up there onto Pentegro. One of the advantages of this secondary is it's killing potential up close. And with this capture onto B, this is an opportunity to get that 7th set on the board. Does look like Cortec was able to get one more kill there onto Pentegro.
Bad luck, pal.
And we'll see if these guys are going to be able to milk this time down. Oh, nice shots there. Cortec's still going to be up and alive. And with those med kits, he will be able to sustain himself. So he is definitely doing some work onto this B flag. Just one-on-one infantry players. He is able to take down half of their health. That is a huge deal. Finishing off Xanax once again. And I have to say, Cortec's doing a fantastic job. Even though he's out of his tank, he's still just lighting it up. Picks up Pentegro once again. Honestly, like, when do you ever see a tanker able to do more damage outside of his tank than in it? I don't even think it's been like that since Frommer Stomp days, which I know you guys all love that day.
We miss it so much. Please bring it back, Indie God, if you're looking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
He's like, no. So we are going to be seeing aim right now, spotting out one player right on the other side of this wall. We'll see if he can get some damage. He does. Takes him down with that limpet charge. Using the tools that you have, man. That is what it's all about. And he is going to be able to do just that. 5 tickets to 1 in this potentially last set. Let's go ahead and make that 6 tickets. Can he make it a 7 ticket? He's trying to. Misses out on the shots onto Xanax. Xanax does eventually go down. It is so close. 9 tickets there. This is going to be the last and final one here, as we are going to be seeing potentially the end of the game. ApeX finally bringing it back. Can they shut it out? 8 to 5. Yes, they can. So congrats there on map number 1.
Caster's curse or caster's blessing?
I don't know. Cortec was doing pretty good, even though I was watching him the entire time.
Yeah, I mean that secondary.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. But it's fair because you only can do anything up close.
Wow. So. Look at Cortec, 18 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
That makes such a big difference.
And he had to have had at least, I would say, 10 of those kills outside of the tank. Like, he was doing good in the tank, but damn, 18 and 2. Over on the other side, where is Cryfax? 9 and 0. So Cryfax, he's not dying, but he's not being a dominant presence on the map like we want to see those tanks being. He was doing a good job, but he wasn't really zoning out those players like we normally want to see those tanks doing. So we'll see if he's going to be able to shape up here in this next map. We do see Cashcore going 20 and 20 as a medic, so at least he was breaking even there. And not giving up too many of those tickets. But overall, like, nobody really just doing a bang-out job on either of these teams other than Ezio going 26 and 19. But even still, that was a pretty long map and not too much in terms of fragging. We did see Synergy going 21 and 16, which is kind of weird to see him going that low and breaking that even. Usually he does a little bit better in terms of the killing potential. But, yeah, so pretty good game overall there for map number 1, as we are going to be heading into map number 2. Now, is map 2 Sinai Desert?
It is indeed.
All right. We've seen a couple of matches there on Sinai Desert. They have been pretty back and forth, surprisingly enough. A lot of the matches that I've cast in the past have been pretty one-sided when it comes to that particular map. Hopefully we don't have PlayStation crashing, because that all definitely sucked on the very last set. But we'll see.
You made me talk way too much that last time. Like, honestly, never again.
Oh, no. In that case, PlayStation is going to crash like right at the beginning of this one.
Please no. I don't want to talk.
And we have one more match after this, which is going to be the grand finals. And the winner of this match will be facing off against Fabe, who, as Deuce had mentioned earlier, didn't even qualify originally for this cup. But because some teams weren't able to make it, they ended up getting a spot. And crazy enough, they're actually in the finals. So that's pretty awesome stuff right there.
That's
And,
a Cinderella story.
yeah.
Like
no
you
doubt.
get put at an 8 seed, you're going against the #1 team and beat them. Like honestly, like props to them. You can't say anything like.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking fantastic to see. So we'll see if they're going to be able to take the win, or will whoever wins this match be able to take the W. We are going to be seeing so far ApeX, which is one map over Existence. They were able to take that Giant Shadow match. It was going to be 5-8 in favor of ApeX. And to be honest with you, ApeX is looking pretty damn good. They seem like their teamwork is on point. We saw some pretty good shots coming out of just generally all of the players. And I am curious as to how these points are going to be shaping up, because this is going to be a little bit of a longer distance map. Is everybody going to go standard kits? Yes, it does look like everybody is pretty much going standard kits. So no craziness going to be coming out. So let's get this thing on show on the road, as we do see Panagro getting onto the point right away. Already taking a little bit of damage. And, oh my god, Bulldog is, or not Bulldog, that was Ezio, who's already going to get taken down. Panagro is now going to be getting picked up. Cryfex is going to try and find where this last player is going to be setting up, but he's going to go ahead and back out because of the mortar support. Synergy trying to get some of those long-range shots, and he will be able to connect with them as he does take down aim. That is definitely going to be a start, as that will alleviate a little bit of the pressure onto the tank itself, so he's got to be happy about that. But we'll see if Synergy is going to be able to take down Protect here, or at least push him away. There's one that's going to be coming in. Nice little 28 damage going down, but he is so low on health right now. He's down 5 health, and he should not win that fight against Bulldog. If he won that fight against Bulldog, I'm going to have to take Bulldog's FPS card away, because that would have been ridiculous. So it does look like we are going to be seeing still control over here for ApeX.
We are losing objective apples.
And they will be able to start racking in those points quite a bit. 4-0 at the moment. Interesting place to set down a spawn beacon. But these guys are the professionals, and they know exactly what they're going to be doing here. Tank shots are going to be trading out here quite a bit from each of these two tankers. AIM is going to be able to pick up Synergy there. So there are no problems whatsoever up on top of that ridge that really Cortec has to worry about. We do see some mortars now going to be coming on in. Looks like one, maybe two are going to be able to connect. And he is going to be disabled for the time being. His tank is destroyed, but he is still going to be up and alive. So we'll see if he's going to decide to run down, maybe pull out that secondary and show us some magic. Nice pickup there from Sanex. They have managed to, for the time being, neutralize that last point, which means that it's still going to be staying 7-0. Still in favor, though, of ApeX. But we have seen these points swing quite drastically before. And we may be seeing that happen again. No, Cashcore will be able to take that kill. The tank, though, is going to be on the hunt. Now, Cashcore is using that Mondragon. We did see him doing that earlier today, switching over to a little bit long-ranger version of the gun. Does a little bit more damage as well. But we are going to be seeing Cortec just getting onto the point. And really right now, while Cortec may not be able to do the best in terms of kills, it will be pretty good for him to be able to stall any kind of push or anything like that. And because he does have those med kits, he's a pretty damn good medic as well. Cortec still going to be staying alive here. Oh, but he does get spotted out immediately there from Synergy. Xanax now going to be making his way up and over the rocks here. We also have Penagro in a position to take down this push. There's going to be a 4-man push coming in close to the water tower. Penagro spots out one. We'll be able to take him out. Gets the second one as well. We'll see if he's going to have enough to take down any more, if he's going to go back out and try and heal up. Doesn't look like that's the case. Spotting out the driver will not be able to survive in that engagement. Cortec does take him down. AIM is still going to be up and alive, but he's extremely low on health, just trying to get that back as much as possible, but not going to have enough time. And so now all of the players here are going to have to come from spawn to try and get to that A tower. That's going to be pretty rough here. We mentioned this before. Without a tank pushing out of this position, very rough to do. Even with a tank, it's very rough to do. Now, the one thing that is nice is the fact that the tank hasn't pushed all the way up onto Ridge, where he has the ultimate top-down push or position over the spawns. But little by little, we are going to be seeing the players starting to push their way in towards this spawn, getting those kills, those cross shots. Synergy is going to be setting up on top of Water Tower as well. And this is a position that you rarely do see happening, at the very least that I've seen, happening for these competitive matches. Most of the time, Water Tower is not used. While it does give you a fantastic vantage point, it is, for the most part, pretty easily dealt with as the tank does notice that you're up here. And Synergy deciding to go ahead and back on down. 5-7 now in tickets for this first set. And it does look like the tank is getting pushed back here for ApeX. Doesn't really have a whole lot of options of where they want to go. And yeah, you can just tell all of these players are all pushed back at spawn, really nowhere to go. Even with the smoke's going to be coming out, there's just not a whole lot of positions for them to actually push into. And now with it being 8-7 tickets, we need to be seeing them getting onto this point here fairly quickly. They have about one push left to really make this thing go their way. And this is it right now. Cashcore looking like he's going to be leading charge. Where is Bulldog? He needs to be getting up there as well. We do see the spawn beacons now going to be coming out. It will be critical that we see all the revives and the spawn beacons happening and going their way. AIM and Prime both getting kills for this initial push. They have managed to take control of that alpha point, I believe. Nope, AIM needs to get onto it. Does look like it is neutralized right here, right now. We do see Prime trying to get some shots in from the top side. Will not be able to get the kills just yet. Synergy is still going to be up and alive. Nice hit there from Cryfax as he's going to be protecting his teammate. But nobody's getting points off of this flag. Penegro, though, he realizes, hey, that tank is not in the greatest positions. We'll be able to get a couple of mortars over onto that side of the map. Cashcore still going to be staying up. And Synergy might be putting the dagger in the heart as he takes down Bulldog. No players are going to be spawning back in anymore. Oh, no! He pulls out the AT grenade just at the wrong moment. Cryfax is now going to be out of his tank. Are we going to be seeing this flag going over into the favor of ApeX? Penegro, what are you going to do here, man? He's had a pretty good day so far. Can he get the kills? He misses out on almost all of the shots, but finally does follow it back up. The tank is now going to be making his way on top of that A site. They're winning out on the flag. They've got the burn in their favor. They are going to be cleaning up all of these players. Where is Synergy? He's all the way in the back. And guys, that just might be it. What was a really good last final push to get onto the site to stop the burn. Now going into their favor after a few flurries and engagements. And that is going to be it. So, wow, what a hell of a first point right there. That could not have been any closer as set number 1 going into the favor of ApeX. So you got to give props, though, at least to Existence, though. They made a pretty damn good comeback. I mean, they were down 7 tickets. They were able to come back, make it up to 9. But the timing right there from ApeX was just impeccable to get onto the point with enough players. They were overwhelmed completely and were able to take that point. Oh, we do see Synergy getting very aggressive over here. Other side of their opponents. And he is feeling like there's somebody up above him right here. Does a little bit of damage to him, his own self, it looks like. But he should be healing up here pretty darn soon. Not going to be spotting anybody just yet. We'll see where Cryfax is going to be coming in from. Just trying to get some long-range shots in on a couple of those players. We are going to be seeing ApeX with that very first touch onto the flag, so they are going to be able to start racking in those points. Ooh, nice shot there. We'll be able to take down Bulldog. Reinforcements are going to be a bit rough. Now coming in for ApeX. Integro doing a fantastic job with this LMG. Get that initial kill, but the splash damage is going to be so damn strong, and Core is going to be able to capitalize on that. They have cleared out the entirety of B. They are going to start getting a little bit more of a lead going down. Nobody is going to be able to spot them come off spawn just yet. They are going to be letting a couple of them leak through. We do see a massive flank potentially going to be coming in. But right now, ApeX is going to be focused in on this side of the map.
We are losing objective butter.
Oh my god, Cashcore is just in the mix of things right now. He spots out one. He will be able to get one kill. Very low on health, though. See if his med packs can actually come in fast enough. Oh my god, he picks up a second. Can he pick up a third? He is so low on health, and he does. That is a massive play right here from Core. Cashcore, as he will be able to take down 3 individuals, possibly a 4th here. No, he does finally end up going down, but AIM should be able to clean it up, and he does just that. Can he pick up a second one as well? He does. 8 tickets to 0. They are looking to make this 2-0 going into set number 3 in this second half, or second map. And I mean, right now, Existence is just completely getting mauled into the back of this map. They are not able to do anything at all. You got to give props, though, dudes, to ApeX here. They were getting mauled onto that first point pretty badly, and they were able to keep their composure. And now you're seeing them come back even stronger than ever.
Yeah, no, they want to make a statement here. I think, they also want to make a statement to Fabe, like, we're coming for you, so.
Well, I think ApeX just doesn't want to play a third map.
I wouldn't want to either. It's late. You want to keep your energy for the grand final if you can make it there.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, that was a really good play right there from ApeX, and I mean, they just completely pushed them off the map. There was no room for them to go whatsoever. Those 3 kills in a row, and then following up with 2 more, did the deeds. And oh my God, Cortec going to be starting this one off with a kill of his own. In the tank, taking down Pentegro. That's a big deal, because that's the mortar support. So the tank gets a little bit of freedom to kind of roam around a little bit. Plus, the infantry on the flag itself don't really have to worry about that splash damage. So that was a very key kill going in. Bulldog will be able to spot out. I think that's Synergy. So far, nobody is going to be winning out on the burn just yet. Synergy, oh, he is spotted. Bulldog will be able to see him, but not going to be able to connect with any of the shots. He does eventually go down by AIM. AT versus AT there. And we are going to be seeing potentially another setup to kind of push them back. There are 2 players still left up and alive, though, onto the C site. One of them is going to be Xanax, so they have the opportunity to get those spawns in as close as possible, but you need to be careful to keep him alive. Synergy trying to push out onto this flank. See if he's going to be able to make anything happen off of it. There we go, using AT grenades to try and push some of these players off. Nice pickup there. We'll be able to take down Prime. And he's getting a second one onto Bulldog. That is a huge and key kill. But we do see him going down to AIM. It should be all right, though. Revives are going to be coming on in. And that was a very, very good push going in for these guys. They were able to get some initial kills as well as swarm them. The tank trying to do all that he can setting up on top, but really couldn't do anything in the end. Now it's going to be 2 tickets to 3. About to be 4 tickets to 3 for the favor right now of Existence. And they're going to be pushing up top. So this is interesting. So in this situation here, Deuce, with them pushing up top, why would they make this push?
Well, because eXz set up so that they were pushing from the regular side. Now they have to rotate and rotate properly if they want to push, push them back. So I think it's a good try right now.
We'll see if they're going to be able to make something happen. So far, they're just giving up a lot of time. We talked about this previously as well. You know, you can't be waiting around too long because you do lose your opportunities to get in onto that flag. We had a couple of weeks ago, we had some cups to where teams just kind of gave up their opportunity to get in onto that C site just because they were trying to play for position for too long. You got to pull the trigger at some point. And Synergy
Yeah, and
is
they're
doing a
waiting
decent job.
way too long to jump on the flag right now.
Yeah. Well, they got one push. They got this next push to try and make it. Synergy is in a really good position though. He's able to pick up 2 so far. But yeah, they have about 2 pushes left, or I'm sorry, 1 push left. About 2 tickets left.
Yeah, and if you're the tank right now, you just gotta get in there. You can't be doing this.
Yeah, we'll see if
Just
that's going to be
smoke
the
the
case.
tank,
Look, there
line of
is the
sight,
push
and
right
go in.
here, right now. We'll go on board right now with Pentagrove, who's going to be in the mix of things. Actually, Synergy is going to be going around for a flank. This could be huge. Yes, he will be able to get the headshot. That's just enough to take him off of that C site, and we are going to be seeing a 2-1 going into the half. Still, ApeX is in the lead. They looked very good. They're on that alpha site. So we'll see if they're going to be able to take it to a 3-1, potentially ending it out there on that B flag with a 4-1 victory. But that was pretty damn good, I would have to say, for eXz. It seems like they're finally getting their footing. They felt like they were finally getting some momentum in their favor. But take a look at this, Deuce. Take a look at this. Aim 20-12. Not a single person on his team is in double digits.
That's a lot of kills.
Like, his shoulders must be hurting pretty bad right now. Because that's a carry if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that's a big carry, especially when your trench surgeon is going 7 and 10. That's a big carry. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is insane. Well, you know, if a couple more of those players, I mean, from the way they were playing, it looked like the teams were doing a decent job overall. I mean, it looked like ApeX was kind of just winning out on a lot of their fights. I don't know if they just didn't have a whole lot of engagements, and AIM was the one that was kind of pushing around a lot more. But, you know, if you can think of, like, maybe one of those players, like Cashcore, starting to get a little bit more fragging ability underneath his belt, then, you know, they could potentially walk away with this thing. So we are going to be swapping sides here, guys. We'll see who is going to be able to take this win. Make sure you are sharing this on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Get it out there. We got the grand finals coming up after this. Fabe is waiting eagerly as they want to go ahead and spend that money that they could potentially be winning. 1,000 euros, winner takes all. We are watching the losers bracket finals right now, as this is ApeX versus eXz. So far, ApeX is ahead 1 map. They're also ahead 2-1 in this match. We'll see if they're going to be able to further that out, or will eXz be able to come back. So Ridge looks like it is going to be going over into the favor of ApeX. Already 2 players are going to be setting up on top. The tank is going to try and make his way up there. But Cryfax is going to have a bit of an issue with fights. I don't see Synergy really in a position to help out. Synergy electing to try and go for a little bit more damage on these infantry players, as he will be able to get one of those first kills. A-Tower will go into the possession right now of eXz, as we do see Ezio with a really wide flank. able to do a considerable amount of damage to those players. We do see Cortec now having to back on up. Cryfax, he's getting the go-ahead from his team. Go and push that tank. Let's go ahead and get these players as well. As Core takes a, well, he takes a tank shell to the face. And every single time that tank shell is going to win in that scenario. So Cryfax still going to be doing some work. He's going to be able to spot out one more. Bulldog going down. How did Bulldog not know there's a tank sitting right up in that position? Had to him. But decides to go ahead and leave his back completely wide open and allowing Cryfax to do a considerable amount of damage. Already 5 tickets in to this set here, and it is looking very bad right now for ApeX. So ApeX, you gotta step it up here, guys. You want to try and stay in this lead. If not, we are going to be tying it up. All of those players are going to be setting way back right here for ApeX. Nobody's really in a position to do much. But we do see the tank now getting aggressive here. Cryfax, he's wanting to do a little bit of damage. We'll be able to get that first initial shot. Decides to go ahead and back on out. He takes a little bit more damage there from the mortar. And Cortec is trying to give a little bit of chase here. Yes, the tank does end up going down. No armor is going to be up and around here for Existence, but have they already done enough damage to the other team? They have 3 players left up and alive. They have control of the flag still. It's about to be 9-0 here. Cashcore and Prime trying to get onto the flag, but it's not going to be fast enough in order to negate any kind of a score. They got to get these infantry players there now. Where are the rest of the players? We got ApeX AIM trying to come back in. Prime just died. There's literally like nobody here. This is going to be set in favor right there of Existence. They make that look easy as they take that as a 10-0. Wow, that was completely different than what we saw previously there. All right, so we are now going to be heading in to our 5th set. And Deuce, what the hell did ApeX do wrong there, man?
I don't know. To be honest, I just think they weren't communicating well enough because they just felt like all over the place. Maybe got overconfident with that 2-1 lead. I don't know, but they need to get it back together if they want to move forward now.
No doubts about that. Well, it does look like a B-site was going over there into the favor of ApeX, but they will be able to get a player sitting on Burning Tank. Go ahead and stall that out. Synergy in an overlooked position as he is going to try and find anybody going in for a wide flank. Not going to be able to see anybody just yet. I don't think he shot his gun yet either because there is a player down below him. Here we go, Vinegar with a nice little flank. Spotting out Bulldog here. Nobody getting control of the flag just yet. 0-0 still on the board. Oh, but Pinagro overextends just a little bit. 2 guns are going to be up and looking right at him. We'll be able to take him down. Synergy deciding to go ahead and get off of his perch. Help out a little bit down onto the ground. They are winning out right now. Existence to the burn. But it does look like Synergy will be able to pick up at least 1. Tanks, both tanks actually are still playing very passively here. As Synergy is getting very close to Cortec. Oh my god, if Synergy takes out Cortec right here, that is going to be a really good lead that they're going to be able to capitalize on. Oh, he tries to get the limit charge. He will be able to connect with it. That's going to be 2 big damage right on top. Will be able to take down the armor. Huge plays right there from Synergy. Yeah, he did die. Totally worth it. B flag now going to be going over in their possession. We do see Edzo getting very aggressive, just like what we saw Mr. Speed doing earlier. And that is going to be very tough comeback right now. 2 tickets already on the board. And with no armor to speak of, it would be very hard to push on in. You can see the tank just taking a dominant position over the flag right now. Ezio will be able to pick up at least 1 of those kills. He's looking for a second one. Oh, but he does find him right behind him, unfortunately. Oh my god. Is Bulldog really cleaning this up? He's going to be able to get 2 kills there. We'll see if this damage can be mitigated right now. We do see, I believe that's Synergy trying to get some long-range shots back off onto that perch. Oh, the nades, though, from Synergy. Oh, my God. Just so good. I mean, I know I brag about the guy a lot on the way he uses his kit, but seriously, he's probably one of the better guys that I've seen using the AT kit. And not even using it against the tank, just against the infantry players. So we are going to be having 5-0, basically 6-0 on the board here for Existence. Synergy is pushed up extremely aggressive, looking into a lot of those players' spawns. You do see him going down there to the secondary. That is just a very, very tough secondary to have to fight against. 10 seconds left before the tank is going to be up. 2 players are now down. And we do see Xanax set in an overwatch position from this B site. He knows where the other squad leader is at. Should be able to pick up Bulldog. Oh, no. He does get a couple of shots there into the sandbags, but eventually does get the kill. 8 tickets left to go. Do we see a comeback or not? Is that flag still not going down into their possession? So ApeX starting to lose out here. As we do see Cryfax dealing some massive damage. Takes down 2 kills. The other tank is up and alive, but with only 1 ticket left to go, they got to get onto the flag right now. So here comes the inevitable push that we were talking about. Cash Score should be able to get the revive. Yes, he does. We do see Cortec also onto the flag. They're trying to power burn this as much as possible. The entire teams are in such a small area. There's going to be so much nades, so much damage going down for both of these guys. We do see the mortar support now coming in, trying to take down Cryfax. Penegro is up above. He's going to be able to pick up 1. 2 kills are going to be going into the favor right now of Existence. They're going to be trading back and forth, but that's going to be a full wipe onto the flag, and there is nobody that can stop this burn. They're going to be able to outnumber Bulldog, and we are going 3-2 into the next set. And that's going to be 3 sets in a row right now that we have seen Existence being able to pull off.
What a comeback by Existence, honestly. Like,
not only a comeback though, they're completely shutting them out. I mean, they are just not able to get any kind of ground whatsoever. It's pretty ridiculous. All right, so let's see if ApeX is going to be able to tie it up, take it into overtime. We will be seeing a 3rd map going down. Warders are going to be back out. We are going to be having Ezio trying to get the kill. We'll be able to secure that. They are going to be able to start to win back onto the burn as soon as that player jumps onto the flag. He knew that there was going to be another guy there to get the revive, but unfortunately just a little bit lacking in terms of the timing. But still keeping his teams alive onto the point, and so far winning out on this burn. So we did see AIM pushing back the tank here. Oh, but he does get a long-range shot in on him. Will get taken down. Cortec overlooking with that tank. Will be able to get a couple of splash damage shots going down. He's going to allow his teammates to know exactly where he's going to be at. That C flag should be going over into ApeX's possession. But he does need to be careful because those next couple of shots from the opponent's tank could actually be pushing him back here in just a few seconds. Ooh, nice job there from Cortec, able to take down Penegro. We'll be able to stop any kind of spawns coming in as well. And yeah, right now Xanax is trying to look for a little bit of a hidey hole there. We'll be able to survive. But we do see the entirety of the team up on top of Ridge for the time being. Good long-range shots are going to be coming in. Cashcore will be back up, getting those revives. Xanax and Penegro now making their push onto the flag. They will be followed back up with Synergy and Ezio. We're going to go on board right now with Ezio, who should be able to get this revive going down. Yes, he does. Going to help out with this counter burn onto this C site. 4 tickets to 0 so far, so not a huge lead going down. But nobody is going to be scoring in onto this next point. And let's see Ezio maybe going in for a flank here. No, he's going to be sticking in with his team. That is definitely the smarter move to play. Where's Synergy going to be coming in from? Really, none of these guys really want to give up any kind of headway whatsoever. They know what's on the line here, especially ApeX. They're not going to be making any kind of crazy moves whatsoever. Because again, if they lose this, they are going to be going into a 3rd map. They definitely want to be able to tie this thing up, take it into overtime.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right now, ApeX already has 1 map under the belt, so they don't have to do anything crazy. They just want to try to win this and or at least bring this to overtime.
Absolutely.
And then try to close it out there.
Well, we have seen probably about 7 or 8 possible points coming in here, and all of them have been neutralized for the most part. Finally, we do see Ezio getting onto the point here, try and clean this up, but the revives are just really too good right now for ApeX. They've been able to stay alive for an insane amount of time here onto the burn itself. They are going to be able to potentially get flanked here. Ezio trying to find some kind of a hole to push on in, but does look like Cashcore will be able to take him down, but Cashcore gets picked up as well. So no medics whatsoever on this point. It's going to be up to the squad leaders, really, to see what they can do. Xanax is going to be coming in all the way back from spawn. There you go. Bulldog is going to be up and alive still. They've managed to get at least 3 more points onto the board here after that slug out of a fight. And we still have players all the way back behind here. Synergy is set up in a position to potentially take this out, but you know, right now, the fact that they've been able to stay grouped together has really been helping them out. Synergy does end up going down. Bulldog will be able to get the kill. Cryfax is trying to do some long-range damage, but not going to be successful. Now, 9 tickets to 0. Not what Existence was to see. They want to be able to clean this out, clear it out, take it to a map number 3. But that is not going to be the case here, guys, as that will be the last and final ticket going down, and we are headed into overtime. So the way overtime is going to work here, guys, is that we are going to be on the middle set, or the B set, and one team will play one side, and then we will flip sides, and the other team will play that side, and then if it goes into a 4-4, still tied up, we will go on to the next map. Did I miss anything there, Deuce?
No, correct. What's impressive now, looking at the overview, is that ApeX went 73-13 overall. Yet, what is it? eXz? Yeah, eXz had 39 tickets earned to 33. So, I mean, pretty even, but so many more kills coming up, probably at the right time for ApeX being able to close it out.
Yeah, I would agree. And AIM really didn't have that great of a half. I mean, look at that. He went into that half 20 and what was it, like 20 and 11 or something like that, and he came out of it 23. Like, he had 3 more kills that entire half. Like, I don't know. That was rough. But
yeah, for sure.
Now we are going to be going into overtime. What is it that these teams need to be doing here, Deuce? Like, what is it that we need to be seeing coming out of ApeX? ApeX obviously had a really rough B site. I don't think they got a single ticket on the second half. I mean, like, is there anything they need to be changing up? Is there anything they need to be doing differently? They look pretty good on that C site, but...
I mean, what they did on the C side, staying grouped together, having that medic close by so that if someone did get picked off, you know, could get a quick revive. Not having to do that, you know, respawn plus coming back, which is, you know, it does take 20 seconds. It's a big thing, especially when you're trying to cap the flag. So I think if they can, you know, stick together a good amount, then I think, you know.
Yeah, that was definitely working for them on that C flag. Like you said, sticking together. They were able to get those revives. It was really, really nice having those med packs there for everybody to heal up on. They were doing a fantastic job there. So we're going to go on board first with Cashcore. He will be getting onto the flag right at the start here. He is taking a little bit of damage there from the mortar support, but as again, he is a medic, so he should be able to heal up for the most part. Nope, that mortar will be able to take him down. So that's a position loss there for his team. Bulldog will be able to follow it back up. We do see AIM taking a little bit of position there on the top side of the map, but he ends up going down as well. So that's going to be a B flag cap coming in right now. As Cash Boy is going to be able to spawn back in onto that tank, but unfortunately, he's going to be very quickly spotted back out. Bulldog wasn't able to help him out. And we do see another push coming back in once more, but the flag has been capped. 1-0 going to be starting this off in favor of Existence. You can see where he's going to be aiming these mortars at, trying to go ahead and clear out that corner of the B site. And AIM will be able to spot Synergy trying to cross back over. Can't get the kills on him yet, but he does know that there's at least somebody over there, so he will be able to give his information to his team. It should be okay, but it can't stop him from actually pushing in, so they need to make sure that they don't get too scared here, and that they are going to be able to get these kills and these caps onto the flag. Synergy, though, he's pushed way back around. Bulldog is trying to go ahead and get the kill on him. And he's going to be able to find them, so nice pickup there. But they still haven't been able to get the cap onto the flag itself. Still, 4 tickets to 0. And Cashcore will be able to get the revive, so they will have a higher number of players onto this B site. But no, they are going to be pushed off once again. That mortar support really proven its worth here for Existence. They've been able to completely hammer the burned out tank position over and over and over again, and there's really nothing that they've been able to do in this position other than just back out. Just back out and try and find a different way to push in, but no, they're losing everything here. Bulldog is still going to be up and alive. He will be able to take down Ezio, but they're still getting mopped up. And we do see Cortec trying to get those repairs in onto the tank as quickly as possible. 7-0 here, guys. This is pretty brutal. This is what we saw previously. And it's very surprising to see this, especially with the way they played on that last C flag. But no, it does look like they are going to get completely wiped up. They need to get onto the flag right here, right now. Izzo is in a good position, but it splits his attention and he's not able to get any of those kills. He did a fair amount of damage on those players, but not able to get any kills themselves. Pryfax now trying to clean up maybe a couple of these players, makes it a little bit easier for the inevitable push that they will have to make onto the flag. 8-10 at the moment. Or I'm sorry, 8-0 at the moment, as we are going to be seeing those flags starting to tick on into the favor. We do see Bulldog set up. He's going to be in the same position as we saw earlier, and he will be able to spot out several of these players before they do make their way in for this flank. Alright, so AIM is going to be a key player here coming up in the next few seconds, as he will be able to spot out a lot of these players. Oh, getting a lot of shots coming in, but the player doesn't end up going down. He does get killed. I believe that was from Xanax. It was. Cortec with 2 kills, though. That's going to lighten up a little bit of the push that could potentially happen there on that side. I don't think Xanax was actually part of that. Yes, he was. So Xanax is pushed up fairly aggressively here. He's getting a couple of shots from the tank, preventing them from doing anything at all. Ezio is the furthest one pushed up, and he does spot out the mortar support, not quite connecting with all of the shots, so he's going to be still up and alive. The sounds should have been heard. Oh my god, the timing right there is just insane. They have to know where he's at. Can they connect with it? No, AIM does not win out in the fight. And that's going to be Ezio still going to be staying alive as a thorn in their side. Look at this, the flag now going into their favor. 7-8, so ApeX almost able to bring it back. But now only 1 ticket left to go, and there's nobody left. They got to get on the flag now. They have to push it right now. Can they make it in time? They cannot. And we are going into the next round. Got to be a little bit faster on there. You know, it's
that's
almost...
a poor play, to be honest, though. Like, you saw that it was it was coming, and you just had to like pull in with the tank. You sacrifice yourself, you give it a shot, try to get a kill. But just like that, I feel like it's a sad ending to like that round. You know.
It is. It is. You know, they recognized that they had the push on it. They were just too slow. They were, you know, a second too slow. And I almost feel like as soon as that 9th ticket ticks on over, because it is so fast, you just have to go. Like as soon as you see the 9th ticket hit, you gotta push.
Like the 8th ticket, you need to push because by the time you push, it's already at the 9th ticket. You know, I think people have to have more of a sense of urgency, especially something like this.
But we are going to be flipping on to the next side here, guys. And we did see some really good play out of both of those teams. I mean, honestly, both of them had some pretty good holds on that site. We saw a potential comeback that was going to be going in there from ApeX, but in the end, it just was not enough. Now, ApeX, they're looking to score they're looking to score here a draw. They're already up in points from the first map. They did complete that 8-5. And so this is going to be perfectly fine if they do draw out here. We'll see if ApeX is going to be able to take the win, or I'm sorry, take the draw, or if we do see Existence able to take the win and make it a 6-4 or 5-3. All right, so it does look like fairly basic breakout so far. Synergy once again is going to be going up to the top side of the map. Oh, does AIM know that? AIM has to know this. Synergy's been making this play the entire time. Oh, AIM almost dies. He just gets away with a sliver of health. And that does give Synergy a lot of room to work with here. So that is definitely going to suck in that situation. But we'll see if AIM is going to be able to come up from behind. Nope, he is not. Synergy will be able to win out in that fight. Maybe AIM should have waited just a little bit, but that's going to be all 4 down for the infantry players. And Cortec is going to have to go ahead and back on up. Cortec, in my opinion, Cortec right now, dude, should just go ahead and start shooting down some of those walls. Especially where Synergy has been at for, I mean, almost every single game. Just go ahead, go over there, start shooting down the walls, shooting down the top story, and just don't give him any place to hide.
Yeah, I agree, especially because you shoot it down, you can still kind of see him popping out if he's on that stairwell. As opposed to right now, he could be in there, but him being there, you really don't know.
Absolutely. So we are going to be seeing Cortec looking for some initial shots onto the opponent's tank. Not going to be finding anything just yet. Let's see if they're going to be able to win out on this burn. Where's Cash score at? He's going to go ahead and get onto the flag here. There is going to be one medic up above him. And he also sees the tracer from his second. So you need to be careful not to get pinched. And it does look like Ezio will be able to get taken down there.
First aid.
Cashport trying to stay alive as much as possible. They need to get onto this burn here very quickly. It's going to be 4-0 in favor right now. Synergy does end up going down. Nice shots there from Prime. He actually was able to take down 2 players. Oh, Ezio, though, winning out on the medic-to-medic fight. That is not going to be good here for ApeX, as they are trying to tie this back up. Prime, though, will be able to take down Xanax. Looking good there in that situation. Also going to go ahead and jump onto his mortar here, as Pinigro going to get a little bit of splash damage coming his way. Tank's still going to be both up, so nobody winning out an advantage in terms of the armor. Synergy's still going to be trying to push over here on the top side, and he might actually be meeting over here with AIM once again. But we do see a flight coming in, Pinigro and the tank. They are going to be spawning out at least one of the players here. That's going to be the support kit. Nice pickup there. Prime doesn't eventually go down. Now it's going to be up to Cryfax here. He might be going in a one-on-one with the tank. Decides to go ahead and back on out. The supports, though, are going to be out. Cortec has to get out of there as well. We do see, It looks like both the squad leaders getting taken out right in the middle of the map, so no spawns are going to be coming in. Cortec needs to get out of there, as he's going to be very, very low on health. Does not need to go down in this situation. They have control of the flag, but they are not going to have positioning of the flag. And now we are going to be stopping that burn at 6-3 for the time being. Need to get somebody up there. Right now, they're just going to get completely outburned here. They're losing so much of this positioning that they did have. Synergy and Ezio are both pushed up by that burning tank. I wonder if Cortec is going to go ahead and just push burning tank. If he does, he's going to be getting a lot of nades coming his way. He does dodge at least one. But if he can get some splash damage underneath that burning tank right there, that could be huge. Prime is going to be in a position to spot this out. He does not get any of the kills. Aim is all the way across map, and he does get a couple of shots into him, but the medkits should be able to heal them all back up. Cash Core is also going to have to go ahead and back on out. They were not able to secure that B site, as Bulldog's still going to be setting up on top of it. But with just one man, there's not really a whole lot that he can do in this situation. There you have it. Capture has now gone into the favor of Existence. We do see another ticket going into their favor. Bulldog will be able to pick up at least one. He pulls out the secondary. This is a good secondary, by the way, so we'll see if he's going to be able to find anybody at all. And he does not. Now it is going to be neutralized. Nobody's going to be able to get this next couple of points. 6-6, we're all tied up. And we do see Cash Core able to pick up at least one of those frags. We need to be seeing some revives as well going down. But unfortunately, their medic is already killed. All right, so I like this. I like this positioning so far, Deuce. They've got the full wipe on the infantry, and they're pushing up. We got AIM pushing up over here towards the top side of the map. Bulldog in the middle. Although I do need to say that Bulldog needs to be careful because he does allow his team to spawn in pretty damn close.
Yeah, Bulldog has to watch out not to like overcompensate. It could have cost him the match.
Oh my god, Bulldog missing out on a lot of those crucial shots. He's going to meet the tank right in the face. And will he be able to get at least one infantry kill? He does. Cortec, though, is going to be following up. He does take him out, and that is going to be a 4-4 tying it all up. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going on the map number 3. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Map number 3, here we come. So, in the end, ApeX was not able to take it. But they do have a pretty hefty advantage going into map number 3. So we are going to be going by points here, guys, which means that I believe they have a 3-point advantage. Is that the case?
Yeah, correct.
So we need to be seeing a full-on defensive hold going down by Existence, and then they need to go ahead and get 3 of their own in order to tie up the game. So that's a pretty tall order.
Yeah, that's rough. They need to, essentially, they need a 3-0 Apex to bring it to overtime, essentially. So, yeah, this is rough. Good game to Apex on, evening this out again, because I would have put them in a rough spot going into the next map.
All right, so we are back in our last and final map here. We'll see if Existence is going to be able to take the W in a 3-0, or rather, no, just tie it up in a 3-0, or will we be seeing ApeX being able to shut it down, take the W and go into the next match, fight for that $1,000 victory? I don't know. It's going to be rough. Both of these teams, it's going to be rough. Let's go ahead and see who is going to be coming out, as we do have Existence on our first attack. So basically right now, Existence, depending on how they do, will depend on, I guess, how they play for the very next half. They got to be able to get that 3-0 and then a secure full defense. But Cash Core is already going to be able to pick up 2 kills. That is definitely going to be looking up. But we do see the reinforcements now going to be coming in on the other side of the map. Cash Court is pushed up fairly aggressive right now. I do like what he's doing. It is kind of like what you said before. It is definitely a high risk, high reward type thing. It does look like AIM now to be taken down. Push has commenced. We do see the tank starting to get a little bit aggressive here. Cryfax. He's going to be trying to bide his time a little bit while the smokes are going to be coming out. Ooh, nice little hit there. Going to be able to get some splash damage down on those players. But we do see, I believe that is going to be, is that Bulldog? Nope, that's going to be AIM. Actually coming around the side. He's going to be able to pick up Pentegro. Mortars are going to be able to do a massive amount of damage here to these teams. We do see the oh my god. Pentegro able to survive there, but his medic did end up dying. So no revives, no health. Cash Court, I don't know if he wants to peek this, to be honest. He is going to be able to do just that, though. And he gets to revive. Looks like the tank did back off enough that he didn't have to worry about getting fragged right there. That's going to be a very solid hold. So 24 tickets left, 6 minutes left on the board. And if Cash can pick up a couple of these kills, that is going to slow down quite a bit, especially if he can get the medic first. He's not really finding anything just yet, as they are spread out quite a bit. Prime, though, I don't know if we did see one kind of cross there. I think he may have suspected one. Saw a little bit of a head or leg or a side or something. See the mortars now coming in for the attack. AIM's going to go ahead and get upstairs. We'll have a better vantage from this position. But with Bulldog down and Cash Core down, that means that they are going to be weak in this position itself. AIM will be able to pick up synergy. That is a big kill, if you had to get one. Oh, we do see a nade coming right on into AIM right here. He is going to be extremely low, but he's actually using the med kit, it looked like, of his opponents. And he's going to be able to spot the back of Pentegro. He is doing a lot of work downstairs. Wait, just holding it down for his team. Not able to get the hip fire spray on the last player. Bulldog now going to be spawning all the way in the back. And that is going to be the first point taken. So that is a very big deal right there, Deuce. We could seriously be seeing a tie coming down here. I could definitely see Existence being able to hold off on that first point. We'll see if that's going to be the case, but we do have Xanax now trying to get a couple of shots across with that field gun. Looks like Cryfax was going to be able to take him down beforehand, though. So as we wait for these players to start gearing up for this attack, Synergy is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Ezio following it back up with a kill of his own. Oh my god, if they clear this point out this fast with the momentum that they have, this could be a very fast second point taken over. As Synergy is looking for a slightly different angle to come in here. I like this limpet charge play. He will be able to push anybody away from that door. Doesn't quite have the incendiary effect just yet, though, but AIM is going to be able to take down Ezio. Cortec taking down Pentegro. So their attack is pretty much halved right now. And Cortec is definitely doing some work there in the tank, but Synergy has a really good angle. He can spot out the field gun, spots out the tank. And there he goes. He will be able to take down Cashcore, but gets taken down a little bit too long there on the flank and not able to make too much of that happen. But taking down that field gun a little bit earlier may have helped him actually get that push coming on in. Really rough having to deal with the field gun and the tank at the same time.
Now, do you think that the tank should shift and go through mid, since the field gun is just aiming down there, or do you think it should just take out the field gun?
Well, to be honest with you, right now, it's pretty rough for the tank overall, and that field gun doesn't take any time at all in order to shift it over. Prime will be able to give like the go-ahead because he can hear the tank coming down. So I would imagine that he'd be able to tell his team, hey, we got the tank shifting back over. I would kind of like to see the tank play that corner consistently, but like right now have Synergy doing what Synergy's doing. But instead of it being Synergy, I would rather it be the squad leader, just because you can feint an attack. You can get like 1 or 2 guys to try and attack, and if it's successful, great. You can push in from there. But if it's not and they do end up dying, they can respawn in a very strong flank position. And you can kind of hit him from both sides. But it does look like we are going to be seeing that initial attack a little bit more successful than what we've had previously. Xanax is going to be on the A flag. We do see Ezio now trying to come around the corner, but guess what? A medic versus a tank isn't really going to be much at all. Why isn't Cashcore getting the call out that there's a medic right next to his tank? He could have easily turned around. What is going on with the communication there? Oh my god, that is a huge blunder. The tank does end up going down. A is starting to tick on over. I have no idea what was happening there. ApeX should have had an easy kill onto onto Ezio, but no, not going to be the case. And now it's looking like, yes, this second point will be taken over. This is insane to see right now. Cashcore does end up going down. That is going to be no revives, no meds coming in. Prime's going to be trying to make any headway. The smoke is going to be pretty thick. They have stopped the burn onto the Alpha flag. Cortec now going to be coming around the corner. Can he pick up Penagro? He does. He gets the knife, but that's going to be too much time wasted there. Cryfex is still going to be up and alive. AIM trying to do all that he can. The limpet charge should go down. He does take down the tanker. That is a huge play right there in and of itself, but nobody is there to follow it up. And we are going to be having, wow, a 2-0 lead so far in this map. And they're doing it.
eXz is not ready to let this go.
They are doing it.
Honestly,
Existence. Wow.
Cortec cost him that point because he got overconfident. Like, it's a medic, I'll kill him. He didn't call it out to his teammates. That guy rotated, got those 2 kills right there in the mid. Honestly, that was a terrible play by Cortec.
It was like it was just a faltering in communication. He should have called out, hey, there's a medic next to me. And then it would have been an easy kill there for Cashcore. Turn to the left, shoot him. That would have been wow. Wow. I can't believe they let that happen.
You shouldn't be doing these kind of mistakes right in the loser.
No, especially with what's on the line right now. I mean, you could basically say that there's potentially 1,000 euros on the line for this match.
Oh, 100% for sure.
Right now, we are going to be seeing these teams starting to set up, getting ready for a push there onto that Alpha site. Cryfax is coming all the way around. I like this from him. He's going to be able to take down a little bit of these barriers on this balcony. What he does have to worry about, though, is some help from that field gun. If he tries to push up too aggressively there inside that courtyard area. But it does look like AIM will be able to take down at least one. Xanax is going to go all the way around to the backside, but he does have that squad leader, so he will be able to get some revive, or I'm sorry, not revives, but some spawns going in on him. Oh my god, look at what Xanax is doing. And where is Synergy right now? Oh yeah, Synergy is ready. He's out for blood. He's going to be able to get 1, 2 good hits into the tank. That's bye-bye armor. And now we are going to be seeing Synergy here in a fantastic position, as well as the spawns coming up in the back. You know, if Xanax right here stays alive, they're going to continually get players coming in on the backside of this point. And this is a really, really weird position to have to play from. We do see Xanax getting spotted out, so no more players are going to be spawning back in. But where exactly are we going to be seeing the positioning coming in from? The rest of the players here on Apex. Cortex is going to be out of his tank. He does get taken down. Cashcore, he's not really in a position to do anything there for those revives. Yeah, it does look like they are going to get skipped. And we do see Cryfex now with basically the run of the map. No armor is going to be there for another minute. But still, nobody able to get onto the flag itself. So they've done a fairly decent job of holding this off, even at the disadvantages that they have been at. Really good push coming in. Unfortunately, it was the medic who did make that push first. Most times, guys, you want your medic to not make the first push when you're going to be baiting in like that. So we do see Prime and Bulldog making sure that no flanks are going to be happening to the bottom side like we had last time. Vortec able to get at least one of those kills. AIM also going to be following it up with a kill of his own. And we do see him starting to push on in. There we have a nice nade that could be a money nade onto the tank itself. Yeah, the tank is going to go ahead and get onto the point. We do see one kill going into the favor. Synergy staying alive. That's a huge kill, but he does eventually go down. Ezio is still going to be inside the point. They are managing to win out in the burn. We got to see somebody getting in onto this point, guys. If not, this is going to be a 3 points in their favor. 5 tickets left. Where are they at? They're not pushing in. They don't have the numbers. Wow. That is going to be 3 points in favor of eXz. The dream is alive here, guys. The dream is real and it is alive. All they have, I hate to say this, but all they have to do, and I say all, but is make sure that they don't lose a single point in this next one in order to tie this map up, or this match up. That is insane to think about, that they've been able to do half of that work so far. So taking a look at the scoreboard, though, we do see Ezio at 14-6 for this half. Really nobody else doing a whole lot more. We do see Synergy going 9-8. That was definitely decent. Cryfax doing a pretty good job as a tanker, 8-1. On the other side of the map, though, man, that is, whoo, it's pretty abysmal on some of those scores. You got Raid Leader going 4-5, 2-5 there for the mortar support, and AIM having to go 12-8. When your battle mechanic is doing more work than the rest of your team except for one player, that's rough. That's when you know that you guys are getting pushed pretty damn hard. All right. So, Deuce, do you think they can do it?
I mean, they need to get... Dude, they can do it. Come on. Like, you can't get to this point and not get 1 point. You need 1 point. You just need to make it through the first sector. Like,
you have to think that... You mean, it's like, come on.
The pressure is tremendous here, so...
It absolutely is. So we are going to be getting started here in about 10 seconds. Nobody's going to be choosing anything weird here, so this is going to be completely standard setups. Yeah, you know, ApeX, right now, all you got to do, you got to capture 1 point. Alpha point. That's it. Capture that point. Boom. Done. You're in the finals. But eXz, got to hold strong. Got to hold them off. You've come this far in this last map. You've been able to do what I definitely didn't think was possible. To get a 3-0 in the first one. It's time. It's time to go ahead and finish it off with this defense. So we'll see if they're going to be able to make it happen. 7.5 minutes, 30 tickets. Let's see if they can do it. There's the first push that is going to be coming in. And as you can see right now, first kill is going to be coming in for Cash Core. Ezio is in a position here to hold this off. He will be able to spot out Bulldog. Nice kill. That's a critical kill. Taking down that squad leader. He will be able to spot him out once again, but has to go in for the reload. He's got to go to the secondary. Not able to take down AIM. That is a huge loss right there onto that flag. Synergy going to be following it back up, though. He's sitting on top of Train Carson. So low on health, though. It does look like the Alpha flag will be completely taken down, and oh my god, it looks like Prime is going to be able to clean up almost every single one of those players. Cryfax has to go onto the point. Not like this, boys. Not like this, and it happens. Wow. What was that? In a 1 minute push, they managed to take that first point and completely swap it around. What just happened? After what we just saw, it ends like that. I don't even know. Wow. And you can see right now the players already leaving the server. They know it is done. It is dusted. There's no reason to play the rest of the match. Wow. Wow.
Well, people are saying it, but Apex wall. Oh boy. Oh boy. Congrats to Apex for making it through the
Yeah,
grand
you know,
final.
Apex, they definitely wanted it. Unfortunately, they decided to wait 3, attempts at defending in order to actually want it bad enough. But yeah, in one fell swoop, in one push, ladies and gentlemen, one push, they were able to take that A point. We have not seen a team, I don't think yet, take the A point in one push. And they were able to do it there. So yeah, we are going to be seeing Apex moving on out of the losers bracket into the grand finals. Now, here is what's going to be hard. Apex now has to win 2, not 1, but 2 best of 3s in order to take down Fabe. Now, if you want to ask for a tall order, it is definitely a tall order. But you know what? They're got to be feeling pretty good. They've made their way up through some really, really heavy teams. So we'll see. We'll see if they can actually make it happen.